What's up?
Right, we did it. You got through. You almost got through another week. My fine feathered friends.
Also, I think we lied last week, and we're like, next week we're going to be on Friday, and it's not Friday, but it's. I feel like who's keeping track of the weekdays anymore?
Well, look, this is the recipe for success for a hit show. You put it on sometimes sporadically with very little notice. And you spring it on people. Like if you look at some of the biggest shows in history, Saturday Night Live, right? When does that come on? No one.
Wednesday morning, sometimes. Wednesday morning. You know, yeah. No, it's a viral ARG. That's the trick. It's a hidden show that you have to look to find. Is it called Up at Noon? Is it up at 5? Is it up anywhere? Do we skip weeks arbitrarily? No one knows. But the important thing is that we're doing it this week. My name is Max Scoville. That man over there is Brian Altano. And this week we have a very special episode. We are presented by Watch Dogs Legion, which is out October 29th. It is coming to Xbox, Xbox Series X. It is using the smart delivery system, which is great because if you get it on regular Xbox One, then if you get it Xbox Series X, it just magically transfers over and optimizes it, so you only have to get the game once, which is fun. We got a chance to play the game for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, if you've been following Max and I's particular brand of nonsense for a while now, you know that we love to play big, fun, insane open world games and wreak havoc and chaos and attempt objectives and maybe execute them occasionally. But we got to play collectively together like 6 hours of this game. And we shot a bunch of Let's Plays and videos that our fantastic editors at IGN whittled down to some awesome videos that we've been sitting on for a while that I cannot wait to share.
I want to point out that we played the game for 6 hours collectively, and we whittled these down. We took the best parts. It's like that Simpsons where Mr. Burns has to get the scene where he falls off the horse, and it's like that was it. It's like we did 20 takes. That was the best one. We could definitely be better at this game at some point. On October 29th, we will get a chance to play the game properly. But the thing with, preview events is you get thrown into someone else. It's like wearing someone else's shoes and being like, all right, do your best dance. These aren't my shoes. I don't know how to wear them. Anyway.
For the uninitiated, if you don't know, Watch Dogs Legion, obviously the third game in the Watch Dogs series. The first one was in Chicago. The second one was in San Francisco, which we both loved because it was Bay Area. You can go from Oakland, you can go to SF, over the bridge, all that fun stuff. This one takes place in London, and thematically it's consistent with everything that you see in that city, weather-wise, architecture-wise. But the big caveat here is that instead of playing as a single protagonist, you can essentially recruit any single character in the game through a series of conversations and tasks, and they will join your team to help take down an evil tyrannical organization. Sound familiar? Well. But yeah, so we got to play a ton of this game. It's super fun, and we kind of took a good cop bad cop approach in our Let's Plays, I would say. So I think we should. I think it
was like bad cop, worse cop, really. But let's start things out. I try to take a more sort of I think I did the correct terminology as I tried. But anyway, let's take a look. Here is some never before seen gameplay from Watch Dogs Legion. Check it out.
What you got?
No, that was horrible.
No one saw a thing. In Watch Dogs Legion, the upcoming open-world action-adventure game from Ubisoft, coming October 29th to Xbox, you are a member of DedSec, and you are tasked with recruiting a legion of other operatives to help take on the evil totalitarian paramilitary organization known as Albion, and literally any random NPC on the street can be on your team.
That's right, Max. We're talking hackers. We're talking bare-knuckle brawlers. We're talking spies. You name it, baby. We're getting them.
We're talking dominatrixes. We're talking drunks, gardeners, shopkeepers, lawyers. Let's pull together a ragtag squad of randos that we found on the street. Woo!
This had better be f***ing good.
All right, so introducing Raimi, the street artist, who's clearly gets a lot of paint on his hands and his face. What should we get up to? Should we get a squad together?
Why don't you go get a jacket that doesn't make it look like you've been snowboarding all day?
Is this a gardener?
Yeah, or he's like a flower spray painter. This is a good guy to have on your team. Because if you're ever thirsty.
Let's go find someone really
Don't
cool.
step on his flowers, you trampling.
I will stomp all over them.
Stop it,
I will
get out of
spray
there.
paint them too. I can do paint bombs, all sorts of stuff.
He's trying to get a 4-star town rating. Oh,
now they're blue. Yeah.
Unbelievable. You're in the good side of town. You should go somewhere a little more adventurous.
Yeah, okay. Let's go somewhere exciting. You want to go to the museum?
Astonishing.
Whoops. Sorry, my bad. These guys are... Hey! Dude!
In the garbage where you belong.
Well, I guess there's an excuse. That other one was defective. I'm gonna get a different motorcycle. Let's go to Camden. That's where cool people hang out. This is the National Gallery. Let's see. I'm a painter, and I want to find other. Who is this? He's a model. He's got like a. Wow. I thought models were sprightly. He gets
mobility. He gets a discount on clothing.
Let's hack him and get clothing. Free clothes.
I prefer working alone, and I'm not afraid to say it. But I bet you lot could hack the system for me. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Alright, cool. Yeah,
Hi.
got this on lock.
What's going on? Okay, we're talking.
You got conversation bombed by that lady back there. She's like, "What's going on?" Let's get this old model on our team. I love that guy.
Okay. This is a nice car. What is it, like a Peugeot?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
The server is there somewhere. Once you're hooked up, you can see exactly where the false reports are coming from.
Alright, cool. I'm all over it.
Don't forget to crouch and do a tippy toe.
The sneakers peepers?
Yeah, choke him. Okay, that's... What? Ah! What are you...
God!
No! That was horrible.
No one saw a thing. Oh yeah, we're just going in here.
Got your footage.
Okay, on to the next one.
Go! Oh! Oh! You can't kick a... Oh.
Who could have done such a thing? I don't even know. If only there were witnesses.
This seems important.
All right. Download some data from this big soda machine.
This is actually one of those Coca-Cola freestyle machines where you can get like 16 different flavors.
Locked and loaded.
The anonymous reports on our friend read like a terrorist's shopping list.
They'll never prove it was me. Okay, I'm gonna go find the car bomb.
I don't trust you with that.
What do you mean, no try? It's not for me, it's for my friend. I've been to this. What is this park?
This is the old London Bridge Park.
The big old London Park, as it's known to the Londoners. Whoop, sorry.
Maybe we can find Austin Powers and Thomas's English Muffins. How are we supposed to get into this car bomb house?
I don't know. I might have to sneak in to Buckingham Palace, I guess. Oh no, that
not good.
Nope. Oh crap.
Oh boy. Nice.
Not really.
Okay.
Oh hey, thanks guys.
Right. Oh, that got you in. All right.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna steal this car bomb. Oh, this is gonna be very bad. I think I just realized what's wrong here.
I don't think you should drive the car bomb.
Let's disable the bomb.
Leave your magic, robot man.
Disarming it now.
Oh man, these guys are very mad at me. Ooh, there's treasures.
You're in the middle of a gunfight. Why you open a safe?
Yeah, but I want delicious snacks. Oh, they called reinforcements? I'm so screwed.
You're in a lot of trouble. Oh, they're opening the door. Close the door. Close the door.
No. Paintball.
Close the door.
I didn't open that. What does that armor do if it's not... if they're taken down with the paint bullets? You
did it.
Stop
Get
it.
in the car. Get in the car and drive out of there.
Might be easier said than done. I think I spotted a small problem on the way in here.
You can hack the problem.
Yeah, maybe not. That's the problem. There's the problem right there.
Uh-oh. Go up the steps.
This is not going to end well. yeah, arrested is one way of saying it. All right, I guess we're sending in. What is she, a hacker? So she can cloak and she can hack stuff and key steal. Let's switch to her.
DedSec did it again.
Now get out of there so we can contact our friend.
You were right. The Kellys messed with your account.
Oh.
Flag you for the next car bomb.
All right, I disabled the bomb, but there's the car.
So
You don't want
Is that
that
all it
car.
was? Oh, that's all I have to do is I just have to get out of here. Sweet. Don't even need to be in here. All right.
Begin search.
So all we need to do now is just get the hell out of here without being caught, which is always easier said than done, but let's just escape the area and just... Oh, here she is.
The better we are. Welcome to DedSec.
Oh, yes. Been waiting my whole damn life to kick some bollocks.
Here I am.
Yes.
Look at
Oh,
me
wow.
running.
Look at
Look,
his
it's hard to run in these
leather
in these
pants.
leather pants, but
Can't shoot me if they...
I can turn invisible for some reason.
You're like a hidden turtle.
Let's go recruit somebody cool. So she dislikes DedSec. Let's see if we can get her to join our cool gang.
So Max, this grenade launcher lady that we're trying to recruit hates DedSec, which is not good for us because that's part of the cause. So what are we gonna do to change her mind?
Our potential recruit has identified a counterfeit farmer operation run by a nearby Clan Kelly dealer. You could download incriminating evidence off their optic.
Famed drug dealer Hideo Kojima. Do us a little sneaky. Hideo Kojima loves stealth.
Hacking the downloads.
All right.
I found some highly incriminating evidence on the counterfeit farmer dealer's optic. I'll send it on to our prospect and let them decide how to handle it.
All right. Let me get that grenade launcher, friend.
The scooter sounds like I'm at the dentist.
Oh man, it's just never good.
How's it going?
Heard you're in need of some help. What is it? This is about my friend, isn't it? Oh god. She's okay, right? She's in way over her head.
All right, we're gonna go rescue from the gangsters.
All right. Send in a hacker or a construction worker. Oh, bring your graffiti guy back. Bring it full circle.
Let's do some hacking.
Okay.
Just point me to whoever I've got to hurt. That's what I'm here for.
Nice.
Yabba dabba do. Where was this friend again?
That's her. Get her out of
There we go.
I know this is weird that I'm a lady in a pig costume, but come on, let's go this way. Come on. Come on, let's go. Just leave.
Oh, nice.
Just leave. Let's go
Zip.
outside. Just go out through this way.
That's a very slow door.
There we go. We're
There's
good.
your car. Look at that.
Come on, let's go. It's my car.
Come on.
You gotta get in the car.
Get in the car.
Please get in the car.
Oh, that like
Okay, I don't know
totally
where-
messed me up as an American. I was like, is she gonna sit on your lap?
I am escorting her to safety.
Yes, yes, well done. Let's make sure they're all right. Found her.
Hello, Karen.
The hero that rescued me. You okay? Fool. I was running the business. I was in charge before you stuck in your nose.
All right, so we are going to try to recruit Karen by recruiting the virus to Clan Kelly. Yeah.
The target for that crypto-stealing virus is around here.
Noted.
Yeah, it is. There's that horny robot store. This place is great.
That's him there. Get ready with the virus upload.
There we go.
Upload complete.
I'm sure she'll be happy about that.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, we got our muralist, we got our hacker, we got our beekeeper, we got our fashion model. Let's go try to find a good old-fashioned hooligan to do some ass kicking. We're gonna go look for a pub. Here's a pub. Here we go.
Look at that.
Let's have a drink. Usually you order it first, but sure, I'm sure no one mind.
This lady's nasty. She's just picking up random ass drinks in the bar.
We are looking for a hooligan. This is a bunch of tech bros. Paparazzi. That's a hooligan, right? Ibrahim. That's a interesting name. Shockwave strikes? Yeah. Let's be friends.
He's in a great mood, isn't he?
Perhaps he has something bigger to worry about than us. This is a secure Albion facility, which means they'll have a server on site with all their blackmail material.
What's your plan, Max? You gonna hop over the wall?
I'm gonna see if I can do this real sneaky once again.
Yeah.
Little sneaky guy. Look at me.
Whoa.
Sneaky spider time. That makes it easier. Let's go over here and hack that door.
Ooh.
It's so nice of them to leave like a little bowl of food out for the spider.
I know, it's really cute. It's like when restaurants leave water on the street for dogs.
People can drink that too.
That is true. You do not look sneaky. You have zebra pants on.
It's camo. Nice. There we go.
You can access the blackmail material Albion has on our friend from this server.
Oh, there you go. Some spider doors in there.
Yeah. Is there like a roof hole for the... Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Look at that. Roof hole.
Spiders love a good roof hole. Eep. Oh.
Oh.
That was close.
What are you doing?
Is this a ceiling? Oh, it's a glass ceiling. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Special spider doors.
A floor hole. Uh-oh, this guy's gonna be a problem, man. He's really... Get him. Quick. Takedown. Yeah!
Ooh!
Alien.
Pretty frisky. Cool.
Nice work.
They've noticed you. Security's on their way.
Nobody would ever look up here.
Look at this. One of those bins? That's a great
Yeah.
hiding spot. Wow. That's like one of those TSA bins you put your shoes in.
There we go.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yoink. I think I can just... Can I just leave? I think I'm good.
Yeah, you can buy more of those.
Escape.
Just order some from Amazon. They'll bring them over in a couple hours.
Hey, it's DedSec. We got rid of everything Albion has against you. You're free.
Not too bad. We did it!
Good stuff. Good stuff, my friend.
Time to celebrate.
We're ceremonial diving off of the motorcycle.
And there you have it. There is our squad of DedSec operatives, and we are ready to take on Albion. Watch Dogs Legion is coming to Xbox on October 29th.
And good news, because of Xbox's smart delivery, once you upgrade to Xbox Series X, you'll be able to take advantage of Xbox's premier graphics settings, so you only have to buy the game once, which means people like Max can save their spare cash for all that motorcycle repair work. See? Anybody can be a watchdog.
Hey.
Even you, Max.
Thank you for watching. So there you go. And as I was saying, we tried. That was the I would say the better of the Let's Plays. I think I did okay.
Well, hold on. No, because there are multiple ways. The entire point of the game is that it is completely open. You can go in, guns out, punching people. You can go in stealthy and use drone and tech and hacking to work around stuff, or you can play just total chaos. And I don't think there's anything wrong with any of those ways, as long as you get to the objective, or even if you don't. It's about having fun.
Really. Okay, fair enough. It's not who wins or loses. It's just if you have fun. That's a good one. We did have a couple of questions in the chat while we were showing that. I saw one guy was asking a bunch about what co-op was doing. I believe there's 4-player co-op. I don't know if it's the entire game, but you can get some friends in there and mess around. Somebody else was asking, what are the other main mechanics besides the being able to sort of recruit different people? One big thing is the presence of flying drones, which are everywhere. There are these ones that are basically they're basically hunter killer robots from Terminator. They're apparently one of the most powerful things in the game, and they're just these flying drones that will just, if you start getting in trouble on there, they'll show up and just kick your ass. Yep. One of them, which you'll see in the next Let's Play we do, is actually a construction drone, which is a big flying platform that you can get on top of, which is kind of fun if you're trying to sneak into an area. It's not full on like, oh, I'll get like a flying vehicle. It's more like, all right, how do I position myself in the right spot? But
we got a bunch of questions in the chat and comments. Joe Cartwright says it looks like a wacky sandbox. Sweet. That's exactly what I'm here for. Like I love playing games like that. I love playing games where you're combining a bunch of like bizarre interconnected systems and creating either chaos or some beautiful symphony of nonsense coming together. There's a lot of stuff like that happening in this game. I mean, if you play the other Watch Dogs, you know what it's like to go driving 100 miles an hour down a street and hack basically these like poles to lift up out of the ground and just explode a police car. There's a lot of like, it feels like the tech in this game is like super advanced compared to the last few. Like it feels like they sort of like thematically jumped a couple of years into something that's a little more futuristic. And one of the things I really dig is that a lot of the cars in the game are self-driving. And so, and so you get into all this like insane. So first of all, you don't feel as bad about stealing them because there's no one being like, hey, come back. But that obviously does happen too. But you can create these insane scenarios where you're just sort of chaotically combining all of these systems in play and hacking all this stuff and flying drones over them, and it's so much fun.
One thing I really love is like in the previous games there was always those like you'd spy on somebody, or you'd basically dox them and you'd like get their info, and there'd be some like little thing there that would just make you go, what's up with that? Like, what's that person's deal? And there was like a surprising amount of detail for just like random NPCs on the street. And this time around, like they've basically gamified that, where like you can find like the worst people and just recruit them and be like, oh, here's like a dominatrix who has a drinking problem and also gets the hiccups, so she isn't good at stealth. And we're gonna show some of that off a little bit in the next Let's Play we do. But like I really like, again, we were thrown into sort of like a short, demo build of the game, and we got to like mess around in there, which is cool. But like, this is the kind of game that I really want to just like, I want to get in there and just like find the weird, like dark corners, like find like I don't know if they count as Easter eggs or if it's just like when the game gets strange on us. But there's definitely a lot to unpack.
One of the things I really that I thought was just like genuinely hilarious was when you hack somebody's phone or spy on them, basically, it pulls up their entire itinerary, which lets you know everything they're doing at each hour throughout the day. And so that leads to really insane scenarios where you can basically be like, all right, at 3:00, they're going to go here and this thing's going to happen to them. But if I intervene on that, then maybe they'll join my team because they'll see me as this like weird superhero that comes in. And it's
that's like a totally a thing. Like we've seen this in games for ages where like in open worlds, NPCs do have their weird little schedules, like where, there's like a lady in Skyrim who has to go and like feed her horse or whatever. Like this time around, they're like, yeah, but what if you could go and like be feeding the horse first? Like, what if you want to like meet them where they're going to work, or like you find out that they owe money to somebody and you go beat that guy's ass, and then they're like, yeah, I heard like one of you DedSec people beat this guy's ass and I hated that guy, so I like DedSec better. So I don't know, there's a lot of really deep systems at play. But
Tab's channel on YouTube says, what makes this better than Watch Dogs 2? Well, we haven't played the final version yet, but from what we've seen, more tech, more advanced tech. But the big caveat here, like we said, is being able to recruit pretty much anybody you find in the game. And so I think that instead of having one specific protagonist, you basically create this entire, it almost looks like a Street Fighter character select screen when you really get going, because you get a whole bunch of characters and all of them have different sort of like sets of skills. We messed with like a soccer hooligan that was able to bring in her friends and get in a bar fight.
And there are different archetypes. There are like different sort of like, people who have specific jobs. Like you can straight up like recruit the bad guys, like the guys who guard the bases who are hanging out there, and they'll be able to sneak into bases more easily. Like that's one of the things. Like I don't know if you try to sort of break this game, or you try to like really just like fight against it, I don't know how it responds. Like it's got like a bunch of strange stuff going on there, but I kind of love it because it is sort of like, you can play with any of these people, you can get anybody on your team, and that's the kind of the core mechanic. So before we show Brian's next gameplay, or the next bit of Watch Dogs Legion, I apologize. I know a lot of people just want to see straight gameplay, but we're on the hook to do some things we talked about. As we mentioned, we are sponsored by Watch Dogs Legion. one of the big things in Watch Dogs Legion is you can recruit anybody in the city of London. And now, if you haven't noticed, Brian and I, though worldly we may seem, are in fact big stupid Americans. So most of what we know about London, we learned from like movies and TV and pop culture and children's books. So we decided to make our ultimate list of who we wish we could recruit in Watch Dogs Legion, but based on our sort of limited understanding of who we might actually find in London. So
based on our cultural aesthetic of being corn dog simpletons.
Yes, we are a couple of real county fair buffoons. So on that note, one of the people from the good old UK that we're fond of is Jason Statham, and he's a badass. Like, he does all his own stunts. He can do like sideways pull-ups off of the sides of flagpoles. Like, he could probably grate a nice Parmesan cheese on his own abs. That man is terrifying and impressive, and he would probably be. I don't know if he even like. He's played a hitman plenty of times. Like, he's been in lots of hitman movies, but I think that he probably could very easily kill someone if necessary. So I think he'd be a very good person to recruit in Watch Dogs Legion. He's like an obvious, very, very reasonable, tough guy to have. And also he can do car stuff. He can transport things.
Yeah, he's also, he's sort of like unassuming, I think. Like, you see this guy and you think he's like the strongest man in the world, but he's mostly just kind of like he's a sort of short-ish bald guy, and I think he could use him to sneak into a lot of things. He could say that he's a police officer. He could say that he's a repairman. There's a lot of opportunities here to get him to blow up the car.
So we definitely would want to have Jason Statham on our Watch Dogs roster. So let's count him in there for sure. There he is. He's got his weapons. He's got his gun. He's got his shredded abs. So next up, we want to get a a football hooligan, as it's known in the England. So Vinnie Jones, former footballer himself. You may know him as the Juggernaut from X-Men 3: The Last Stand, or from being Vinnie Jones in many movies, such as like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, or Snatch. He's a wonderfully terrifying man. I believe at one point he had a world record for like the fastest disqualification in a football match because he grabbed the dude by the junk. There's like a whole it was in like, I think 1988, and he just was like, he just wasn't having it. He's a terrifying badass of a man. And I don't know if he's actually like a hooligan, but he'd make a good one. He played a good one. He was in Eurotrip, which I think is an underrated film. It's a stupid film, but there's a whole scene in there that like the outtakes in the credits of that is just Vinnie Jones shouting at traffic, like. Much like you did in Watch Dogs, he takes his giant British bus and he decides to go to France and drive on the wrong side of the road. And he's like, you're all driving the wrong direction. He just screams at them for
Max,
10 minutes.
There's a reason for that, and that's because Vinnie Jones is actually my father, and I've never told you this before.
There is a striking resemblance now that you mention it.
Can you pull up that picture of him again? Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to try to line this up.
There it is. Yeah, but yeah, in Watch Dogs Legion, are we gonna? Yeah. No, he looks like he plays more football than you do. But yeah, no, in Watch Dogs Legion, you can actually recruit football hooligans, and one of the things that they are able to do is either get super tough from pounding big pints of bitter, and they can also call up their friends. Like, they can call up a bunch of other football hooligans who will show up and just start breaking stuff. So that's a thing. Moving on. Obviously, this is Watch Dogs is a futuristic world full of all sorts of high-tech stuff that needs to be hacked. So we need a hacker. We need Boris from GoldenEye. We need to get him in there. He's the perfect addition to our Watch Dogs Legion team. Boris from GoldenEye, the hit 1996 or 5 film.
Yeah. First of all, I can't see Natasha from GoldenEye without thinking about her getting killed thousands of times in that game, and me not being able to protect her. But also, I don't think Boris is British.
No, Alan Cumming played him. He was Scottish, so he's close enough. He's UK resident. You could find Alan Cumming hanging out in London doing plays and stuff, being in all sorts of films, playing Nightcrawler. So we get Boris the hacker.
But he's not a real hacker though. He's just an actor.
I feel like I don't know. Alan Cumming could be a hacker. You don't know that.
No, I'm pretty sure he's not a hacker. I feel like.
All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. So if you don't believe that he is actually a hacker, how about we get the creator of James Bond, Ian Fleming, who is long deceased, but could now be a ghost, and he could be a ghost who's also a spy because Ian Fleming created James Bond and also was infamously basically James Bond. Like he did all sorts of crazy stuff in World War II, did all kinds of spy stuff. And I feel like if he's both a spy, a best-selling author, and a ghost, he'd have all kinds of crazy abilities. So
if you could dip in and out of the paranormal realm to walk through walls and exist in the outside of the metaphysical, why would you have to hack a computer? I feel like you could just show, like if you needed to get somebody out of jail in Watch Dogs, you just walk through the wall and open up the, you know what I'm saying? Like, why have to even go on a laptop or phone?
That's a great question, Brian. Anyway,
when did he will he even know how to use a computer? Like when did he die?
It was a good while ago, yeah. But I don't know. I think the ghost of Ian Fleming should be. I think that maybe he should get his own video game. Anyway, moving on. Helen Mirren, who's actually, she plays Jason Statham's mom in the Fast and Furious films. But like Helen Mirren's she's just a badass. Like she's just incredible. So let's just get her in there. You can totally have like badass old ladies in Watch Dogs Legion that you can recruit them. I don't know what their powers are. I think some of them might also be former spies. Some of them might be like secret dominatrixes. Some of them might be movie stars. I don't know. Like there's all sorts of stuff. But I'd love to just hang out with Helen Mirren. Dame Helen Mirren.
No, she's wonderful.
Yeah, no, she's phenomenal. All right, so Helen Mirren's here's her on Colbert, just going in there, just smooching him. Look at that. She doesn't give a damn. Look at her. Who cares? Yeah, Helen Mirren. He
is frozen.
She hacked him. She hacked him. Look at him. He's been disabled. Anyway, moving on. Helen Mirren, definitely got to get her on there. Here's another one. You got construction workers. Bob the Builder. Got to get Bob the Builder in there. Yep.
Bob, is he British?
He is. Yeah, I looked into that. He is. I think they wanted. No, I did. I Googled it. It's also, I don't know if you've seen this, but I think he keeps going through weird larval phases where like the earliest versions, he's this like fetus claymation man like this. And the more recent ones, he's like a very realistic computer animated teenage boy, which is confusing on so many levels. But here's an old version of him where he's British. He's trying on his new shoes. He's like a truck romancer. Like he can talk to vehicles.
Did you say truck romancer?
Yeah, but like necromancer, not like he romances the trucks. I meant more like, like he's able to command them because he can speak to trucks. I hope he doesn't eat that sandwich that fell on the ground. That's disgusting. Anyway, so Bob the Builder, good fit. In all seriousness, in Watch Dogs Legion, there are construction workers, and they can control all sorts of construction drones, and they can walk around at construction sites. Though I don't know if any of them can actually talk to the trucks. Who can say? So he's a sure thing there. And we are really showing the breadth of our knowledge of the famous people from the UK. Next up, we've got a classic robotics expert of Wallace from Wallace and Gromit of Aardman Animations films.
This is a stretch.
No, it's not. He makes robots in like all those movies. He makes robot pants, robot dogs. I love those movies.
I mean, I feel like he'd be like a bullet sponge too, because he's clay. I
don't think he's supposed to be a man.
But no, he's clay though.
That would be really upsetting to just be like, here's a clay man who has robot legs. Anyway, so Wallace, it seems like a good fit. He's a definite thing right there. In Watch Dogs, there's also there are street artists. We saw that in my last demo. You can go up and spray paint people in the face. You can throw paint bombs. You get paintball guns. One of the most famous street artists from the UK is, of course, Banksy, who likes to do all sorts of, he likes to do those stencils that are like, they look like they could be threadless tees. And he likes to exit through the gift shop and really show us all a lesson about how foolhardy we've been in our society.
It's Mickey Mouse, but he's really a rat because that's worse than a mouse.
Yeah. It's soldiers, but instead of guns, they're holding musical instruments or ice cream cones or flowers or something. Anyway, it makes you think. So moving on, we get Banksy in there, and also no one knows who the hell he is, or I don't know if they care anymore. But there he sure, why not? Banksy sold. Now we're talking. We got to get some anarchists in there. We got to get some people who have no respect for the rules or for society. I want Mr. Bean. I want Rowan Atkinson, the Bean himself. I want him to show up and just start wrecking everything, doing stuff wrong. Is he doing it wrong on purpose because he's a fool, or is he doing it because he's trying to destroy society from the inside?
I have to send you that clip of him making a sandwich on a park bench using like entirely his pockets and shoes. It's really great.
He's a disaster, but I think he knows it. I think he's doing it. I mean, obviously he's doing it on purpose because he's a fictional character and a comedian, and that's the joke. But imagine this man in reality. Like, imagine someone who would just be this like, he knows what he's doing. He's going to destroy us all. He's going to take it down from the inside. Like that's like a Watch Dogs move right there. Just like spilling on someone's computer with your latte, and then, yeah, okay. So yeah, we got Mr. Bean. I think it's a good fit. And finally, one of the most destructive people ever to walk the streets of London, the infamous Paddington Bear, one of our favorite films. He's a transplant. He comes from darkest Brazil or something. He comes from South America, but he knows how to make marmalade sandwiches. He knows how to completely just ruin everything, whether that be your upstairs bathroom or your plans to steal an old picture book or whatever the plot was for those films. Love that bear. Love that bear so much. I would love it if they had Paddington Bear in Watch Dogs Legion, just somewhere, like, just, I don't know, drag and drop a bear from Far Cry, just put it in there and let you hack the bear and be the bear. Let me get the bears. That is definitely, I guess having a bear be your friend is more of a Far Cry mechanic though. So anyway.
Have you ever had a marmalade sandwich?
No, that's one thing I haven't really sunk to in quarantine. I keep considering it though. I did look up marmalade recipe and I was like, oh, that's really just like sugar, butter, oranges. Like,
yeah,
you just melt a bunch of fruit in a pot.
I think if this goes on for another 3-4 months, I think we should do like a Paddington Day where we just like stand around naked in our homes, mess up a bathroom, and eat marmalade sandwiches.
I'm all for it. Let's just start tearing shit down. I'm into it. Paddington Bear, everybody. Anyway, that is our bizarre, weird roundup nonsense of our wish list of DedSec operatives for Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion is out October 29th. It's coming to Xbox. It's coming to Xbox Series X. It's using smart delivery, so you only have to buy it on one system, and it goes to the other one. Easy peasy. Yeah, and we have more gameplay from that, which you probably want to see instead of me photoshopping bears.
Yeah, Max, should we go to that now? Should we check out some more gameplay? I know
let's check it out. Let's show off exactly how weird some of the jobs and people you can recruit in Watch Dogs Legion are.
Yeah, take it away. So as you can see, we played the game a lot and we loved it, and we made a big mess, and it was super fun. So let's watch.
You're a disaster, Brian.
How dare you?
You gonna die in the tutorial?
In Watch Dogs Legion, the open-world action-adventure game from Ubisoft launching October 29th on Xbox, you are in the business of recruiting a team of Resistance players to take down an authoritarian regime. And in this game, you're able to recruit and play as anyone. That's literally anyone, so that's what we're gonna do. Max, you and I are gonna put together a ragtag crew and maybe cause a little chaos along the way. Are you in?
I'm in. Let's do this. We need to get the ultimate squad of badasses from all around London. We're taking on an evil organization known as Albion. I want DedSec operatives that are the ultimate group of badasses. That means hackers, that means spies, that means bare-knuckle brawlers. I want an ultimate squad of DedSec badasses.
Yeah, me too. And that's why I was thinking that we hire a construction worker with a huge wrench and shiny clothes.
What?
Yeah, let's play Watch Dogs Legion.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. All right, Max, let's get into it. We have a wonderful cast of characters here to choose from. In our demo, we got started with Sarah, a hacktivist, Cassandra Hutchinson, who is a football hooligan, Pamela, a spy, which I didn't think was like a job that you could just say you had.
I feel like if you say your job is spy, you're not very good at it.
This could be her first day. And then we also have my favorite, Kyle, because I have a feeling he's gonna be a little less destructive or more destructive.
He's the #1 handyman of the year. I think if anything, he's constructive.
Max, anything in particular you want me to go check out?
Go recruit somebody. Find a cool person to recruit.
we go over here? The beekeeper? Hey, what's up? No, I didn't mean it.
What are you doing? What's wrong with you? He's never gonna let you just use his bees now. Apologize.
Oh, go trip down a flight of stairs, you brick!
Turns out beekeepers don't like it when you hit them in the head with a wrench. You know what? I'm gonna leave him. I think he's got problems. I don't want to deal with him anymore. I'm gonna move on.
Why don't you fly the drone there?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, get on that. There you go.
Sweet.
Yeah. Look at you go.
See, the thing is, a lot of construction workers are really good at this. The second day of construction worker school is standing on top of a helicopter as long as possible. I'm gonna see if I can land on a car.
That'll break your fall.
Watch this. Oh, so close. I lived.
Why don't you see what these people doing? What are their jobs?
What, this guy?
Investigate these people. This guy sells. Oh, no kidding, he's a black market vendor. Look at that.
This dude is selling whiskey and student IDs and then CD-ROMs. So yeah, I didn't need to hack him to figure out that he's a black market vendor.
What are those people's jobs? What do they do?
Carpenter. Wow.
She got a nail gun?
Fashion designer.
Modern haggling, okay.
Designer?
Extra melee damage for chugging the cold brewskis, but then she gets the hiccups.
Oh, it's an Albion employee? I'm gonna take care of that for people. There we go. Get out of here.
Look at this one. Calling themselves a getaway driver.
Getaway driver? Wait. No. Go back. Go to her info. She's flatulent. She farts. Recruit her. We need a farter. We need a farty getaway driver. Sweet.
Uh-oh. My farting friend just blew up some garbage with her butt.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. So, Brian, you gotta go and do some hacking for this farty getaway driver. Gotta make her your friend by doing crimes. Hey, Brian, you're in London, so you maybe want to get on the other side of the road there.
I'm not taking driving tips from you. I've been in a car with you.
That was not a car, that was a dune buggy, and we've talked about this. All right, so what are you gonna sneak in here?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to.
Okay, well now you're wearing the pig costume, and I think people would probably be more suspicious of that.
Excuse me, I need to use your computer.
Oh yeah, hi, I'm the construction pig. I'm here to hack some stuff. It's important.
There was no way I was not going to use my wrench on at least the first guard. I mean, I didn't train in construction for all those years just to not hit a dude in the head with a wrench. It's actually the first rule of construction is you hit the strongest guy on the first day with a wrench.
God, look at these. These are some cool big trucks.
Yeah, I'm going to take one on the way out.
Located the CTOS hub.
Do you think he can actually smoke out of that cigar in his mouth?
Nice.
Cool, you did a good hack. So go get your free truck and head on out. And then you can go and hire the farting getaway lady. All right. So, okay.
Okay, let's go down this street. We gotta get that flatulent farter.
What are you doing?
I really gotta stop doing that
every time.
That's not good. Okay, so now I have to just end it.
You have to talk to her. Are you kidding me? Well, hide the body at least, psychopath.
God.
All right, so...
Well, we failed getting the farter because I just can't stop being a construction worker. Max, anything in particular you want me to go check out? What about this guy?
Barrister.
Yeah, there we go.
What?
You don't want a hitman? I want a hitman.
I want like a lion tamer or like a ice cream truck driver.
You know, a lion tamer and a hitman are the same thing, really.
This one doesn't do subtlety. The profiler says right out, hitman.
Cool, he does gun kata. I'm still mad you couldn't get the beekeeper to be your friend.
Me too.
Okay, so you gotta go, you're trying to recruit the hitman, you gotta go and get the Albion guard, which is the yellow dot.
Yep. Hey, my peoples!
It's
hey
the
guys.
construction guys. Put on your costume and see if they want to hang out.
Hey, buddies!
Oh,
look it's us.
The friend club.
It's me, it's my friend, my best man.
What is his job? Is he a construction worker?
Yep.
Yeah, how'd I guess?
Hey, buddy, what's going on? You guys remember me? We went to wrench school together.
Ooh.
Secret tunnel.
Sneaky passageways. So you need to hack some hacking. Oh, you can send your robot in there, put on the pig hat, and get the spider out. There's the special secret spider tunnel. Aw, that's cute.
That is really cute.
Okay, let's go and hack the thing. Oh, there's the guy. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to go steal his emails or something? Yeah, do it. Get his emails.
Please don't turn around. Please don't turn around. Please don't turn around.
High quality audio.
Look at this.
This is slow download.
This is like every 90s hacker movie. It's very tense where you're waiting for the download bar. Oh, no, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no.
oh no, you're in trouble. You still
And I got him.
Oh, you got it. Get out.
Now get out of there so we can take a look at what you've got.
Okay, you're back to being the man who is also the pig.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to erase the blackmail material to recruit him. I don't know if is that his blackmail material? What did he do? Well, he's a hitman, so
Yeah, he probably. I'm gonna say he killed people, but he could. I don't know. Maybe he's got like an anime body pillow or something, and somebody's trying to get him in trouble.
definitely possible.
You can access the blackmail material Albion has on our friend from this server.
Ooh, I think it's spider time.
There he is. There's our spider friend.
Such a cutie.
So you gotta go delete the blackmail material.
Look at this. I put my little feet inside the vending machine.
They've noticed you. Security's on their way.
Uh-oh. Security's coming. Well, I'm just gonna hope for the best. Please survive. Just that. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Not. Okay, excuse me. I'm trying to hack your... Kyle has been arrested. He had such a good run.
I guess you can still go in there. Yeah.
Security's onto you. They're sending some goons your way.
Oh, they see you. They know what you're doing. Might be a good time for punching and kicking. Do you have like a bomb or something you could throw at them?
Yeah, I have a bomb. It's a gun.
Erase complete.
All right, you got the erase. You erased the data.
All right, goodbye.
And
Thank you
just
for
run
everything.
away. Run
Okay, have a good
away.
day.
Oh, wrong door.
See you soon. Oh, no, no, no. 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 Okay, all right. I'm getting out of here. Oh, crap.
Wow. Okay. So you've gotten 2 people arrested. You want to try that one more time and see if you can get the whole squad in jail?
But I got the data, so technically I should be good to go. Here's Pamela Chong, the spy.
Ooh, she's got a cool spy car.
All I got to do is leave the area now.
Hey, you did it. You recruited Hamza. There he is with his yarn hat. Go get a new friend. Who is this? What is she doing?
A rugby player.
She's a rugby player. No. Enough sports. We need what does she do?
She's a model.
A model.
I feel like she's not going to do it for us. We need somebody that's like really, really tough.
Oh, look at these guys. They're getting into...
These guys just got into trouble.
Wait. Is that woman, or is her last name Wright and she was a writer? That's weird.
A cashier.
Cashier with a full auto shock SMG. Hell yeah.
I did some landscape architecture today too.
What's that deal, Bugs?
She's a load of dodgy gambling debts and she's refusing financial help from a rich friend.
Starting the process.
Maybe this friend can help explain our prospect's unusual behavior.
Max, we're going to recruit Farah Durar and go talk to their friend about debt.
There she is. All right. What's up, friend? What are you doing?
I tried to help her get out of debt, but now she's off to meet those Clan Kelly thugs. They're going to kill her.
We gotta see about this.
All right, well now we went from talking to somebody about debt to going to rescue someone from gangsters. Things are escalating quickly.
All right, here we are. Oh, there we go, through that little funny tunnel.
Our gambler is somewhere in the area, and just based on how these things go, probably in mortal peril.
Open the door and close the door.
Yeah, okay, you're definitely not playing this stealthy, okay.
Ow!
What did you think was gonna happen?
I didn't know this was gonna happen. Get out of here! Oh no! Critically injured.
Just get in there and save the lady from the gangsters, and then you'll have, what is she, a landscape architect?
Ooh, Hamza Abbasi.
There's that guy, the janitor, yeah. Wow, he's got a personal utility vehicle.
Look at this.
Hey, what's going on?
This dude's kind of skeevy. I think he's going to be able to walk into anything, no problem.
So I was reading about this strategy for the video games, where if you don't let the bad guys see you, they don't shoot you all the time.
The hostage is in here. Let's get her out.
Rescue her, save the day. There we go. She's now your friend.
What is happening in here?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Are they cutting? They're cutting off hands and feet, Max.
You got to get her out of this bad place where they're going to chop out her liver and stuff. Just
you're
run
safe.
outside. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Clearing the way.
She really has a lot of demands, but you're going to go and plant a virus on the criminals who tried to cut her up into pieces.
I actually don't want to see any of those weird psychos, but I guess I'll do it.
Hey, so you no. Okay, you call up the construction worker friend. You can just walk in there.
Oh. It's a good idea. There he is.
It's Kyle.
He's got that wrench. He's ready to go.
Okay, now you should be able to just walk in there and just go and upload the virus to the construction site, I guess.
Get ready with the virus upload.
Hey, Chris. We're getting Subway for lunch today. Yeah, they got the big old foot-long foot dogs. Hell yeah, Chris.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you.
I work here.
He doesn't.
Don't you want to go get the big beef and cheese? Hey! You don't even work here. You're just a regular dude. I'm a construction worker. This is my construction site. Get out of here. That's what you get.
I was honest.
What? Who are these people?
They're criminals. Okay. What?
Excuse me.
Upload the virus, not hit the.
Good
Can you
God.
do anything without hitting people with a wrench?
Well, you know what? Okay, there you go. There's a virus.
I think you're supposed to hack that lady's phone.
Uploading the virus. We're doing it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Upload complete.
Well, you did it, and now we have a landscape architect to help us. You want to escape on your little helicopter there?
Yeah, let's do it.
There you go. Look at you go. You're escaping.
And that's how you do construction.
Oh my God.
Virus install complete.
Send her the good news, Bagley. Job done.
I did it. I got her. Faradara is on my team now. I bet you Faradara will go get 10 a.m. Subway sandwiches with me.
I dare you to do a cannonball into the Thames.
Ooh, that's a really good idea. There's a big pond right there I could jump into. Are you ready? This is going to be the perfect way to end a wonderful day.
How are you going to screw this up? I'm curious.
I'm not going to screw this up. Ooh, boats. All right, here we go. And 1, 2. Yay! Oh no.
Yeah, that would definitely hurt a lot. He's been critically belly flopped.
All right, so I didn't exactly get a ton of new recruits to join DedSec, but what I did do is create hundreds of millions of dollars worth of structural damage, all but guaranteeing that construction worker Kyle, my new best friend, and the rest of his construction worker friends will be busy with contract work for years to come. You too can wreak havoc and chaos and...
Or actually play the game and take on Albion, whichever.
When Watch Dogs Legion drops on October 29th on Xbox, also good news because of Xbox's smart delivery, once you upgrade to Xbox Series X, you'll be able to take advantage of Xbox's premier graphic settings, so you won't even have to buy the game again to see construction worker Kyle in all of his construction worker glory.
And the rest of the game, the entire city of London that they recreated in stunning detail with all sorts of high-res magic.
All thanks to the power of the wrench of construction worker Kyle. Hardest working man in the biz.
You really threw a wrench in this video.
Damn right I did.
And we are back. So what the craziest thing about that Let's Play is the sheer amount of phone calls I got immediately after it, asking me when I would compete in hundreds of different esports competitions. And I have to say, I'm weighing my options right now. It has been difficult personally being the world's best gamer, but I think that by the end of the year, I'm going to settle on exactly where I want to go to compete. But in the meantime, I am doing training seminars at $50,000 a minute, and I will teach you how to play.
All right, that's fine. That's great. Good job. Yeah, I saw you guys watching in the chat. A couple of things people were calling out. I know that people were like, how did you get this game early? We actually went to a preview event a couple weeks ago, got a chance to screw around with the game and check it out, go hands-on.
It was a virtual preview event.
Yeah, it's
kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's weird because it's we basically Skyped in and we're playing remotely. So actually, Brian, what you should have said was that it seemed like you were bad at the game, it's because there was a slight lag when you were playing because of doing it remotely.
No, that was me becoming the best player in video game history. So it was a lot of people want to know about that. So a thing I am working at is the best way to sort of send out thousands of, I know you keep asking, thousands of autographed photos of moments from that Let's Play, which was the most skilled Let's Play in video game history. So I'll work on that too. Those will actually be $25,000.
All right.
An additional $50,000 for the autograph.
All right. Okay. All right.
There we go.
All right. So anyway, that is all of the Watch Dogs Legion gameplay that we have to show you. So if you're watching live and that's all you want to see, that's your fair warning. But if you want to hang out and kind of chat and hang out, we can also do that. I love movies. I like to watch movies a lot because they're like really easy video games that you can beat in 2 hours to 3 hours without doing literally anything except staring directly in one direction at the screen. So I sort of compiled a short list of movies that I think are worth revisiting in light of Watch Dogs Legion. They're sort of thematically on the same page, whether they involve hacking or technology or London. I figured we could just run down those real quick. Some of them you might have seen 5 times. Some of them you might have seen once and 9 years ago. Some of them you might not even have heard of. But without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, a game about a futuristic, overly surveillanced on dystopian London where a masked person is leading uprisings. Watch V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta is I watched this recently. I love this movie dearly. The comic by Alan Moore is phenomenal as well. I think the movie, aside from a few sort of corny moments, is surprisingly solid. And it's also weirdly close to home because it's about a horrible fascist dystopia that sort of rises on the back of a widespread pandemic. So it maybe is a little bit scary right now, but it's just phenomenal. And I love Hugo Weaving so much. He's so much fun as V. But yeah, like the idea of a futuristic, dystopian sort of fascist London where there's surveillance every which way, and this one dude showing up in a wacky mask. Like I think Watch Dogs is like they knew what they were doing when they were like, let's have some crazy masks, whether it's like a pig or like a gas mask or I think there might be some masks in the game in Legion that are a little bit on the nose. But I mean, this didn't come from nowhere. Like London is one of the most surveillance heavy cities in the world. I think it's like London, Vegas, and I want to say Beijing are like the big ones. But just in terms of the sheer number of video cameras per capita. So V for Vendetta, good time.
I need to rewatch that. I saw that in theaters opening weekend, and I have not seen it since. So
dude, you're in for a treat. I've watched that a lot since then. I love it dearly. So next up, what do I have on my list? Hackers. I love the Watch Dogs games because they give me an excuse to talk about the 1995 film Hackers. There was definitely a point in time where I really hoped that we would get like a Far Cry Blood Dragon-esque standalone DLC for a Watch Dogs game that was it was framed around like the 1995 movie Hackers, which is hacking and cyberspace and computer stuff by 1995 standards, which means that everything is very corny and it's totally wrong. And there's a part in that movie where someone gets like a really, really excited about having a 28.8 modem in a laptop. They rollerblade everywhere for some reason. It's Angelina Jolie when she was like 19. It's a fun movie. It's so bad and weird. And the soundtrack is just big cyberpunk cartoon chef kiss. Mm-hmm. The big server that they have to hack is called the Gibson, as in William Gibson. It's just such a fun movie. So if you like the Hackers, watch Hackers. It's a good time.
Hackers.
I love the Hackers. I think they're fun. All right, next up, Enemy of the State. This is another one of those movies that came out, 20 years ago, and it seems like it's a little bit dated now, but it's also like weirdly close to home, kind of in that same way that when Watch Dogs Legion was announced, we're like, wow, what a crazy futuristic, terrifying dystopia. And now we're like, yeah, I might check out. That seems like pretty close. Like
totally doable.
Armored police and attack drones every which way. This was Tony Scott directing. It's Will Smith as a guy who does not believe that, government surveillance is a big deal. And then, oops, surprise, it is. And it's a big problem. And it becomes this wonderful, it's just such it was very futuristic and very alarmist, look at what the future of, it's the kind of thing where they're like, oh no, they could be listening to you at any moment. And the government can spy on you. They can see directly what you're doing with satellites. And I don't know if that was exactly the case when this movie was made, but it's definitely the case now. And this was before everyone even had cell phones. So it's just it's alarmist, but also quaint. Great movie. Good soundtrack too. It's Harry Gregson Williams who did the Metal Gear Solid 2 score. Now, next up, I have to warn you, this is not a good movie, but I love this movie a whole lot. The Saint, starring Val Kilmer. This was based on this. Fun fact about The Saint is that it was based on a popular 1960s TV show that was actually based on a really old series of serial novels that actually predates James Bond, but they were totally trying to be like, yeah, Val Kilmer could be the next James Bond. Let's make a movie out of this. So this could be the next Mission Impossible, and it just didn't happen. So it's this weird standalone movie. Much like Hackers, that is a great mid-90s electronica soundtrack. There's Prodigy, Daft Punk, Chemical Brothers on there. And it's Val Kilmer being this weird master of disguise who goes up against the Russian mob, and there's a little bit of hacking, and it's just very if you like a good kind of a heisty, spy-ish, sleuthy movie with thieves and people climbing down the sides of buildings and stuff. This is a good one. This is a good time. Right. I recommend it, but also it's not great, and I've seen it way too many times because I have holes in my brain.
A side note that isn't on this list that you mentioned, Master of Disguise, another great one about sort of sneaking into places, dressing up as a turtle, really getting the job done. So go check out Master of Disguise with Dana Carvey. All
right. So speaking of movies from 1995, I feel like 1995 was specifically a landmark, watershed milestone year for cyberpunk. For whatever reason, it was just everywhere. Hackers, Johnny Mnemonic, was it Strange Days? That was another one. Ghost in the Shell came out in 1995. The anime adaptation of Masamune Shirow's awesome manga, which is about cyborgs and hacking and just cool cyberpunk anime stuff. This is amazing. You might know it from the recent.
Came out a few years ago, just recently.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, Brian. They've only made this Ghost in the Shell movie, and then a bunch of subsequent and pretty good anime spin-offs, such as Standalone Complex or Ghost in the Shell Rise. But no, they've never made another. There was one other Ghost in the Shell movie, but there have never been any major recent Ghost in the Shell movies that we need to talk about. Let's move on to the next subject, which is, of course, another big cyberpunk-ish hacker techie movie from 1995, which is The Net, which is a really bad movie, which is a movie if Enemy of the State is oh, that's a pretty okay movie that has aged interestingly because of how technology has happened. Here's a bad movie that has aged very poorly because it's about Sandra Bullock as a hacker who stumbles upon a virus, and then everyone and the computers try to get after her, and then it's just it's one of those things where you're that's not how literally anything works.
It's every second of this film has aged poorly. And make it a double feature and watch Virtuosity.
Ooh, I forgot about Virtuosity.
Another one I saw in theaters that's a truly, truly bad film.
And then there's what about Disclosure, which is all about it's about Demi Moore sexually harassing Michael Douglas, but then he has to go into VR to prove himself innocent or her guilty or something. There's all this. That was the whole weird thing with Michael Crichton for the longest time. He'd be like, "Yeah, check it out. It's a movie about a dinosaur park, but also there's hacking." And then there was a whole section of that. Anyway, finally, not an old movie, a recent movie, Skyfall, the James Bond movie. In terms of Watch Dogs Legion, I feel like this is very much on brand because, well, the whole movie is about James Bond. It's a James Bond movie. You've probably seen it. I feel like the sort of second half of this involves a lot of interesting sort of hacking and stuff especially in London, basically being okay, so if cyber terrorism got turned loose on London, what would that look like? How would that pan out? And it's not realistic, but it's good as hell. It's a good time. Mm-hmm. That's also just that's a damn gorgeous movie. I know everyone craps on Quantum of Solace, but I wanted to see what they were going to do, like if they followed that thread straight through. But instead, they were like, anyway, here's Javier Bardem. Let's have some weird times. Still a good one. So those are a bunch of movies to go check out.
Timothy James on the YouTube chat says, no werewolf in London?
Is there what? I mean, you could watch. You should watch. This is the thing. Is I feel like when I'm like, let me curate a list of movies that are related to this thing, and somebody comes in, they're like, yeah, well, what about this? And I was like, well, if you suggested it, you were already thinking about it. So go watch the movie. There, problem solved. You answered your own question.
There you go.
There you go. For Timothy James, American Werewolf in London, which is a great movie. Fun fact about that movie: there was no Academy Award for makeup before that came along, and then they were like, well, they turned that boy into a werewolf. We should probably give him an Oscar for that.
Yeah, it actually did. It did win Best in Show at the Westminster Werewolf Awards. We cannot confirm if there are any werewolves in Watch Dogs Legion, but there are tons of people. And as you know, people in any werewolf lore become werewolves. So hold out. You never know. You never know.
There you go.
And they are dogs too. So I think there's a connection there.
Watch dogs or watch men turn into dogs who are werewolves. Anyway, that was a weird. I don't know what we're getting at here.
I don't either.
That is our show. Thank you all for joining us, tuning in, hanging out. If you were just here for the gameplay, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sorry that Brian decided to just treat Watch Dogs Legion like Wrench Fight, the game, the number one wrench fighting game.
First of all, that's hilarious. And that is why I'm surrounded by esports trophies that are just out of frame that you can't see here. This is how you get the sponsorship deals. You got to be a construction worker, hit a bunch of people with a wrench. You win, tons of tournaments. Check me out at the COD World Finals.
All right. Well, anyway, speaking of sponsorship deals, thank you to our sponsor for letting us make an episode where I got to Photoshop Paddington Bear and also talk about the 1997 film The Saint. Watch Dogs Legion is coming to Xbox Series X on October 29th, as well as current gen and next gen platforms. If you get an Xbox Series X or if you get an Xbox One, you can use Smart Delivery to play it on Xbox Series X. You only have to buy the game once, and it magically, through the power of hacking, just goes. It's not hacking; it's just technology. It's just how it works. It's Xbox Smart Delivery. So yeah, that's a nice little windfall of bridging the console generation gap. And like we wouldn't have so enthusiastically been like, yes, please sponsor our show if we weren't actually on board with this game. So.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you and I both played a ton of the first two Watch Dogs games, especially Watch Dogs 2. And I'm actually really itching to play it again because one, we did this Let's Play, and two, I miss being able to actually see a lot of San Francisco.
You know what sucks? I did this. I jumped back into Watch Dogs 2 like a couple weeks ago. For the record, we both live very close to San Francisco. We live in the Bay Area, and it's coronavirus pandemic time, so you can't really just go walk around San Francisco willy nilly as much as you might want to. I jumped into that game and I was like, look at me! I'm in San Francisco without wearing a mask, and then I hit a button and then Marcus just pulls a mask up and I was like, damn it, can't I just have escapism? Can't I just have a game where I can be in San Francisco without wearing a face mask? But anyway.
Thank you all so much for watching in the YouTube chat, in the Twitch chat, on IGN, and everywhere else. We genuinely deeply love making this show. It is the highlight of our week. And so hopefully we brought a little sunshine to the clouds for you as well.
Yeah, and
we have if you are feeling itchy and hairy, you could be a werewolf.
Could be a werewolf, and if you believe that you're a werewolf, you could also be a werewolf. You can be whatever you want. We believe in you, and that's the important thing. If you want to catch more of the stuff we're up to tomorrow, God, I should have this information in front of me. Tomorrow at some point, I believe at 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to say that it might be noon. I think it's 1 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima on IGN, doing the stream stuff. And then next week, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We're doing stuff with Comic-Con. We are going to be streaming San Diego Comic-Con panels that aren't actually going to be in San Diego. They're going to be Comic-Con at home. A whole bunch of stuff for that. We have a bunch of stuff planned to go along with that. If you can hear my dog barking in the background, it's because it's supper time. So he's super excited about exclusive supper time premiere happening upstairs. But we're going to be doing an Up at Noon sort of Comic-Con edition, which is going to be next Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. Pacific. And we have some very cool stuff to show off that we cannot talk about quite yet, but also a whole lot of toys that we're dying to play with and show off for you watching at home.
It's going to be really, really awesome. Yeah, tons of really cool stuff coming next week. We interviewed the creative director of Ghost of Tsushima today, and so that was an hour-long conversation. So if you're getting the game this weekend, check that out. Maybe down the line when you're finished with it, because we get a little spoilery. But yeah, tons of cool stuff. We are nonstop working, even through COVID 2020 pandemic and all that. And we are honored to be here and incredibly lucky and happy to have you in the comments, in the chat, everywhere. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. Thank you to Alexio for manning the ones and twos behind the scenes through this whole episode and everything else. And for all of us here at IGN, we will see you tomorrow. Maxwell, I'm going to take a day off and go to the zoo because it's cool. They have animals there. They get to do whatever they want.
I think you're just saying that as an excuse because here's the thing. If you're working from home, you're like, yeah, I got to take the day off. They're like, well, where are you going to go? And you have to be like, I don't know, the bathroom. You're like, the zoo. And you're like, got him. There it is.
They just reopened the zoo, so I'm very excited. I'm going to go see some werewolves. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all very soon. Go watch Max's stream tomorrow and watch our Comic-Con stuff next week. And until then, good night, and we love you. Mwah. Manja. That's Italian for eat.